Hey guys, today I'm here to react to the first episode of season 4 of Never Have I Ever. This is the final season of the show, which I honestly think is kind of a good thing. One, I like when shows can get like a full storyline through, so it's like even if you know this is your last season going into it, I feel like I like that instead of just all these shows getting canceled after leaving on cliffhangers after 1 or 2 seasons. So I like that for once there's actually a show that got to tell its whole story, and two, I think 4 seasons is a good length for this show. I feel like Davey's time in high school is like the 4 years, right? And it makes sense that even though we kind of skipped over a lot of her junior year, if I'm being correct, it's nice that that's kind of wrapped up and they're not dragging it on and making it just seem like they're in high school forever and ever and ever, like some shows do. So I was not a huge fan of season 3, I'm gonna be honest. I felt like there were a lot of decisions that I didn't think were the greatest. I think Anissa, who is one of my favorite characters on the show, got rudely sidelined, and I am kind of worried because the show's been out obviously for like 2-3 weeks now, and I haven't seen anything about her. So I don't know if she's even in this season. I feel like she's not, and that's just not comforting considering that was a big part of what I didn't like about last season, was that she was kind of just sidelined, because it seems like they just kind of bring these characters in, use them for whatever purpose they have in the story, and then just get rid of them. And it's just like they don't always have to come back, but it's a little irritating when they just like disappear, you know what I mean? So Anissa probably not gonna be on this season, which is unfortunate, and I'm really hoping that there is some resolution to the love triangle, because I don't like love triangles. But do you know what I like even less than love triangles? I hate when things sell you on it being a love triangle. Like it's all about like love and like what team are you, blah blah blah, and they get you all invested, and then the last like episode is like, oh, actually she picked neither of them because this whole journey has been about herself, and like actually you're kind of stupid for buying into like this whole team thing and just like trying to like trick you and being like like you were so obsessed with the love thing, and that's actually not the point of this. It's that she's a strong independent person on her own, and it's like you're the freaking one that sold me on this being a love triangle, so stuff it. So yeah, those are my hopes for this. I'm obviously team Ben. We'll see how he is this season, because I feel like he's been better, but he still has his douchey-ish moments. But Paxton is away at college now, so I feel like that's done. And yeah, I'm just excited to see what happens. So yeah, let's check it out. They do seem awkward. Oh, that's so cringy. I can't. Stop it. Stop it. That's so... Oh my gosh, I would sink into that mattress right now. I'd be like, my body's leaving. I'm so sorry. What the heck, Ben? That's so awkward. She's handling it so well too. She's just like, okay, bye. Like, she's not like freaking out. Oh my gosh, they both handled that terribly. I blame Ben more because I feel like she like gave him the opportunity to be like, so how you feeling? And he was just like, gotta go to bed. Oh my gosh. We're not putting that as the bar for it. I'm sorry. I'll put my foot down with that. I don't think he was embarrassed for you. I think he was probably embarrassed of himself. This has come so far from season 2 when she said she liked him and they were like, you cannot date him. Oh my gosh, Ben, I'm kind of irritated with you right now. Like, what the heck was that, dude? You literally went up to her and were like, what if he was like, don't go, like, I don't want you to go, I'll miss you, and now you're just like, bye. Like, it's so awkward. Ah! Don't tell him that you just had sex. Please don't. Please don't do this, Ben. I'm on my knees begging. That's really sweet, actually. Thank you. Yeah, good rule to have. Like, Ben, you're so weird. You need to get friends your own age. Like, literally the only friends you have are Davy and Paxton. And Paxton's like a half friend, I feel like. You gotta get a therapist too, buddy. Like, we've seen Davy go through a lot of progress. You need to get one, honestly. She's so funny. I remember too, I was obsessed with wearing my hair like that with Kristen Stewart. My mom was always like, no. don't do it. The things you do in middle school, she was like, Miranda, do not. Sir, you need to stay out of this. I've had too much built up for you to ruin this now. Hold me back! Hold me back! You're on my list. You're on my list. I agree with that, but I also feel like they do this to themselves. It's not Davy that does it to him, it's him and her that do it to each other. You know what I mean? Like, she makes herself, she talks herself out of things and into other things, and he also does that. Gross. Oh my gosh. And I'm saying gross as in ew, not as in gross. But I also feel like that could also work. I'm so irritated with him right now. And I'm irritated with that guy too. Because ultimately it's his decision, okay? But like, I feel like they have had communication issues from the start. That is their biggest thing. And like, they need to stop running from it. And she actually was trying to reach out and like extend the hand that she's never been good at doing. And he was just like, no. And he was excited when she texted him. Like, he smiled. He was like, oh, she texted me. I didn't completely ruin it. And then I feel like his fears just got confirmed. And it's that sense of, like, I'm going to reject you before you can reject me and hurt me. Davy? Yeah. Her relationship with her mom, like, the progression of it is one of my favorite relationships ever. Like, I just remember I was so angry with the mom the first season. And, like, she said things that to me I would be like, unforgivable. And then to see how far they've come, it really gives you, I think, hope that nothing is past the point, right? As long as people are willing to put in the work, nothing is past the point of no return. And like, to see how much they love each other now, it's just like, again, they've always loved each other, but just to see how like open and like communicative they are, and how like Davy knows that her mother loves her 1,000% and that is reciprocated, I think is just beautiful to see. This is, of course, coming from someone who a big fear is not being loved unconditionally, right? So that's probably why it gets me so much. I don't want to do this for a whole other season. Like, if I had a megaphone right now, I'd be out just screaming, talk to each other. And, like, yeah, she tried to talk to him and he shot her down, but, like, just pull him out and be like, hey, I texted you and I want to meet up and, like, you blew me off. Can we talk about that? Like, you know, like, just get her kind of closure from it. Her outfit's so cute. I know it's like she's like dressed up or whatever to impress that lady, but her outfit's really cute. Like, I'm like taking notes. Like, also she's going to talk to Ben about her problems. I'm so proud of her. Like, oh, I mean, that's kind of dickish to not even give her a heads up that you have a girlfriend after you guys slept together. That's kind of dickish. John McEnroe is like upset on her behalf. I love it. Yeah, you really owed her a heads up about that. I'm sorry. Don't assume anything. Like, what? You told her to call an Uber. Like, that's so awkward. Yeah, you started the whole thing, dude. She asked you to say something. Like, what? This is what they should have talked about at Starbucks, not now. Oh my gosh, why are you even getting involved in this, girl? Like, seriously. Do you get involved in every fight he has? Like, back up 10 feet. Thank you. Why is she, like, in this? Yes, we know that. Oh my gosh, she's saying this in front of everyone. Wait, that's not his to tell. That's not cool, Ben. Back off, girl. You are too much right now. Oh my gosh, stop it. Stop, stop, stop. The secondhand embarrassment. I literally cringe so. Stop it. Back. I'm gonna kick her butt. Like, she did not. I hate. Like, there's one thing having like your friend, your boyfriend's back. You do not need to get involved in every single situation they are in. Like, that's just too possessive to me. And second of all, he should not have told her that he slept with Davy without consulting with Davy. That's a personal matter involving her, especially since it was so like he knows how big of a deal that was for her. So for him to just like willy nilly tell her, that really upsets me. I feel like, can I be honest too, in terms of like top 10, even top 5 worst things Davey's done. Like, that was probably one of the most embarrassing. But I also feel like for once, she wasn't the most irrational one in that conversation. Like, I felt like what she was getting from Margot was like very hostile. And I get kind of where Margot's coming from. Like, you're yelling at my boyfriend, and there's probably some jealousy on her end because she knows. But like, she was put in such a bad situation by Ben. And then Margot comes in barking like a chihuahua, and it's like, you just need to back off. Like, I feel like she actually did a kind of okay job of meeting the situation, right? Like, normally she escalates it. I feel like she met that, and it was embarrassing. Like, saying that in front of a teacher, I can't even imagine how I would feel because I would just faint right then and there like that lady did. But, like, I feel like in terms of normally it's like she brings it to a 10. I feel like I was already at a 10, and she's like, let's go. I think Ben needs to have a little bit of your anger right now, too. Yeah, he did abandon you. Thank you for admitting that. Because Ben being like, you ran, you gave finger guns. It's like, she asked how you were feeling and you were like, actually, I'm tired, I gotta go to bed. Like, what's she supposed to do with that? Aww, poor Davy. Yeah, I want to give her a hug. Like, oh, he's being such a dick. I love that she has her therapist. I really like, I'm literally thinking like when she goes to college, I hope they can do like Zoom meetings still because like stuff she says to her, I'm like, yeah, like I can take that in myself, but it's also just nice to have someone being able to comfort her when I want to comfort her, you know? Like I'm like, she's crying, like someone comfort her and be like, it's okay. Absolutely. That is also true. Just rise above it. I will second that. You're gonna burn this paper after, right? Because if she finds this, you're in even more trouble than before. I like how she's like getting permission to call her host. She's like, that's okay, right? You said it's okay. I mean, I don't blame you. I'm not a huge fan of her either right now. Like, she just got in that situation when it was like not her place at all. You know what I mean? Like, calm the F down, girl. You're not the main character of your life. Literally, I know. Yes, perfect apology. I'm so proud of her. Don't be friends with this girl, though. I don't trust her as far as I can throw her. She looks like someone who would shave your head in the middle of the night to get back at you. Of course she had to put her name. I knew it. Why wouldn't the therapist be like, now throw that away right now, burn that? Like, I knew that she was gonna get caught with that. Oh my gosh. It's just, whenever the worst possible thing can go wrong for her, it does. And I kind of forgot that. I'm not even entertaining the idea of Trent proposing to Eleanor. I don't know what this storyline is. I feel like they've never known what to do with Trent aside from make him like a side joke character. Yeah, that's all I have to say about that. Okay, thank you. Oh my gosh, if he's gonna yell at her like he did with Anissa, this is not like the Anissa situation at all, so you need to back off. Finally, here we go, some accountability on his end. I'm also getting distracted by the ugliest shirt I've ever seen on him. Is that a tiger around the collar? It's so funny to me that Davy established that Ben had an orgasm, and like Ben is like, the sex was so bad, blah blah blah. Meanwhile, Davy said the sex was okay and she didn't orgasm. Like, if that's just not the female male experience, I don't know what is. Okay, Ben, we need to take it down about 5 notches. Like, come on. I feel like he's going for the easy route, right? Where it's like, oh, like, you don't have to think about it. You don't have to worry about messing up with Margot or whatever because it's always going to be like, you kind of know what level you're on. Like, not to say he doesn't like Margot, because he does, but it's just, at a certain point, if you have these feelings for someone and then you try and make it work, there's a real risk there that it's not gonna work or you're gonna mess it up or you're gonna get hurt, right? Like badly, really badly. Whereas if you go for someone that you like and like they're cute and they're funny and they make you laugh, like yeah, it could end bad, but it's not gonna hurt that much, you know? So I do feel like it's kind of more of a protective thing instead of being like, oh, we'll just hurt each other. You know what I mean? I think you are scared you'll hurt each other with how much you like each other, and then if it doesn't work out, I don't think it's a like insecure that, you know what I mean? You're right. I mean, that's just up there. I'm proud of her. Like, she's come so far. Even, like, with what she did in season 3 with dating Paxton, like, it was still a much improved situation over season 1 Davy. And even season 2 Davy, okay? Like, I have to say. Oh, that bitch. I don't like Margot. I don't know if it was obvious before, but like I feel like just every single way she's reacting, like he's just literally dating someone with Davy's anger issues that hasn't gone to therapy to work them out, right? Like just from the start, her getting involved in that, like all of that, I was just like butt out. And now this, it's like you just need, I don't know, it's just irritating me. Like I feel like you should want to rise above it, right? Not be like, I don't know. And I just feel like as much as like Davy might be bugging her right now and like calling her bad names and angering her, like you got the guy. So like that's your win, right? Like he's with you. Unless someone else did it. I don't know who would do it though, unless this is like the way that they introduced the like new love interest or something like that, but I'm not a huge fan of her, which is always good, I guess, when it comes to like not liking the love interest of someone that you want to be with someone else. But if she's going to be antagonistic towards Davy this whole time, I'm not there for that. I also have to say the Paxton storyline is ridiculous to me because there is no place on Earth, including Antarctica surrounded by penguins, that you could put that man and people would not be turning to look at him, right? Like those penguins would be waddling. They'd be sprinting their little waddles to that man to try and just look at him. Like there's absolutely no way you're gonna go from Chad from the frat next door. I'm proud of Davy. I think that's what I'm most proud of so far this episode, and I feel like they did do a good job establishing of why her and Ben aren't gonna be together right away after everything, because I'm kind of like, yeah, get away from him. Like, no, stop. So like I do kind of want her to go out and on her own and maybe make Ben a little jealous, because it's like I feel like he made that decision for both of them, and it's just like, no, you don't get to do that. So yeah, if you have seen this episode, please feel free to leave your thoughts about it down below in the comments. Also make sure to give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!